welcome to my Thursday. I'm actually going on a lunch date shortly. I'm going to meet my boyfriend in Merthyr retail park. I'm going there by bus and he's going there by car. We're going to have lunch in the M&S Café, this is the plan, and then we're going to go back to his place because we got an afternoon rehearsal, and then later in the evening I've got a gig as well. I'm leaving in about a quarter of an hour. I've just got a few last little bits and bobs to wash up and tidy away and just leave the kitchen presentable, and then I'll be off, so I'll see you on the bus. I'm at the bus stop and I've already forgotten things, but I've realised I've already forgotten two things. Number one, my sun hat, not a biggie. Number two, oh, my tune lists for my Saturday night gig for Akeli. I'm gonna have to, oh, it took me ages to make. I've got backups, but they're all at home and they're all in paper form. Why didn't I take a snapshot so I could print it out again? Oh, I'm so annoyed with myself, honestly. That's such a pain. The bus was a little bit late, but that's okay. I'm all squashed in with my stuff. I like going on buses for the most part. I like the communality of it and looking around at all the different characters. And there's been quite a few different characters on this one. Hopping on and off. The weather's looking most overcast, but I've got a rain mac and it's tucked away in the top of my trolley. Well, I've just got off the bus and apparently my boyfriend is here somewhere. I don't know where actually. Maybe I'll head over towards M&S because that's where we're going to be having lunch together, so I bet he's over there. I'm trying to think, what's the quickest way? Oh, it's all the way over there. Looking for a good pedestrian route to take my trolley. I'm not cold, but I think I will be in like 1 second if this wind doesn't calm down. I'm gonna nip this way, I think. Try not to get run over in the process. There's M&S, do you see it? Ahead. I bet he's by there. Getting closer. Well, I've got here to Marks and Spencer's and I couldn't see any sign of him anywhere, so I gave him a quick ring and he walked to the bus stop to meet me and I came down to M&S to meet him, but he says wait there, I'll be 25 seconds. Oh, IB's looking for Dicky Dirts, aren't you? That's shirts, in case you don't know what a Dicky Dirt is. You've never heard of a Dicky Dirt? Oh, see, he's from Wales. I'm from Wales, but my parents are from London, so I know what a Dicky Dirt is. And a tit for tat. We're in the end of a long queue. I should say on the end of a long queue, probably, technically. Oh look, they do eggs Benedict. It's £8, but they also do an eggs royale. So if you're a pescatarian like me, which is a bit like a vegetarian, but you eat fish, so you're not really a vegetarian, then that's quite a good option. Hey, look at all those cakes there. It's nice to see them covered up, actually. It's busy in here today, so we were queuing up, and IB said, are there any seats in there? And I said, shall I go and sit on whatever I can find and wait for you? And he's going to order. And he said, yeah. And it was just well, because there was literally just one free, but actually this second one has just become free as well. So I've come to sit by it. It's easy to film when you're sitting against the wall. I'm zooming over and just looking through the window past a man sitting there at his table. IB's got himself a lovely cup of tea and I just wanted tap water actually. I thought, well, save a few bob as well, wouldn't it? It's finally come. We are really cutting it pointed down there. We're going to be late. I'm nipping IB's chips. Look at that. Oh, it looks so yummy. I'm going to enjoy that now. Well, that was delicious. I forgot to put more pepper on. It would have been even more delicious with a bit of pepper. Anyway, it's emptying out in here significantly, but we have to leave and we have to go meet Dan for rehearsal. We're leaving and I totally lost IB. I'll just go downstairs, I think. Oh, I found him. I've spied him. He's heading down the escalator. Oh, oh, oh. Hello, me love. See you, love, again, yeah? Take care. Oh, it's come out lovely now, sun's out. Oh, this seat cover is baking hot. It's lovely. It's like sitting on a big hot water bottle.
Surprised you were so calm, right?
That's because it's the GoPro, it's very durable. It's very robust. Just hopped out of the car quickly to post something. It's a birthday card. We ended up being quite late for rehearsal. The boys are setting up the PA, the public address system, up in the office because IB wants to practice vocals with the mic again and speakers, because it's a really different experience to just singing acoustically. I have put myself in charge of making coffee. Now then, we're gonna try the AeroPress. Hi Lars!
Hi, what's the matter?
Nothing! Anyway, Ivy just gave me a quick lesson in using it because I never used one before. So there's a little filter in there, you put it in and then you wet it under the tap. And screw it back on, put your coffee in there, plonk that on a cup and then pour water in almost up to the top, and then when it's steeped for a bit you plunge it down with that thing. So let's try that and see if it works. This is for Dan particularly because he prefers decaf usually. So we're going to use the old decaf here. I'm hurrying because I need to start rehearsing and we're already late. Right, IB said put in about half as much as you'd normally put in for a pot. And if you can hear that gurgling, it's the other pot. So me and IB are having our normal decaf/caf blend. I don't know if that's the right amount, but I'm putting that much in. Whoa, multitasking. Right, in goes the water, and Dan can let me know if this was too weak. And I'll know for next time. I've just topped that up a bit because I don't know if it went down lower. Is it going down? I didn't know it filtered through. Maybe it is. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, oh it's filtering through. I thought you had to squash it down. Right, well it's going through a bit slowly. I'm back, look, it's doing itself. I haven't plunged it down. So there we are, but I will plunge it down now. Right, let's have a go. Can you see the level of it's going down? Because obviously it's a vacuum in there. So it can only go down. I'm scared it's going to come bouncing back up because I remember doing science experiments with Izzy trying to squash air, and you can squash it, but then it has quite a bounce back. Oh, I hear a hiss. Oh, I think I'm pumping air now. Look, is it all gone? Yeah, I think it is. Any left in there? No. Oh, there we are. See, that's a little nutty thing you can just pop in your suitcase to make coffee in hotel rooms and things, you know, when there's a kettle. We're going to be away next week in a hotel. Ooh! And there's Dan's coffee. It smells absolutely lovely. I'm going to pop this camera away now because we need to go rehearse.
I've never heard it before, but...
There's a fly on my mic stand. I know what's going to happen. I'll take a big breath in and then it'll go... I'm not on. 1, 2, 3, I'm on. Definitely on. I am on. Yes, I am.
Sorry, well, there's hardly any signal on it. Come on.
Did you want to loop the chorus?
Well,
on its own?
I'm happy. That's fair enough. Happy.
You're happy with it? Okay, let's proceed then. Here's a false dude, a young man, let him go, and well be for a 12-month holiday.
Just try from a feel my heart beating.
Okay.
First time, is it?
Feel my heart beating. Feel my heart beneath my skin. I'm broken apart. This time say, only I only. And if only got this mind, this adventure of an eye.
Well, it was all going very smoothly, and then Dan, there was a mighty twang, and Dan's string snapped.
I like that description, there was a mighty twang.
There was a mighty twang. So then, Dan, I've got a question for you, for the viewers. How much does it cost you to replace your strings? That's the question number 1.
Oh, that's a good question. They're about an average of £2 a string, and there's
How many?
8 strings.
8 strings. Yes, as we see. And how often do you have to change your strings?
As rarely as possible.
Because of the cost, presumably.
I seem to have to change it more in hot weather.
More in hot weather, yeah.
I don't know whether that's because I'm hitting them harder or what. I think it's a combination of acid sweat and metal fatigue.
Yeah. Why is it working on black and vocals?
Take me on. Kind of underlying low thing which goes no, no, no.
It's 7:05 in the evening. I'm currently messing up dinner. Well, I'm currently coming down the stairs because I went to film in the kitchen and my SD card was in my laptop because I'd been editing since the rehearsal finished. My other half is in his office working, banging out quotes as he puts it. And I just suddenly realised I had like 10 minutes to prepare a meal, so I found loads of frozen veg, like Chinese frozen stir-fry mix, and there was a kind of Chinese yellow bean thing. Is that them there? These things here. I did vlog buying them in Morrison's ages ago, so they've obviously been in his freezer all this time, and it's the first time that they've been opened. So that's corn lumps in there. Oh, I've steamed the camera up, sorry. There's chilli, ginger, garlic, the usual, soy sauce, lemon juice, chilli sauce as well from Portugal. I'm going to throw in the straight to wok udon thick noodles, and hopefully we're going to have a meal. Do you know what? I absolutely love these IKEA garlic presses. Do you have one like this? So simple, that comes out to be washed easily. I had one for years and it broke, and then I went to IKEA and I don't think they had them in stock, but they had a different sort with a kind of hinge on it, and it's the one I've been using ever since. It was more expensive, and I was like, oh well, it's more expensive, perhaps it'll be better, and I don't like it at all. The hinge keeps popping out sideways, and oh, it's just a pain in the butt. And I've told myself now that when we go shopping for Izzy's uni stuff, if we go in IKEA and if they have those old style ones, I'm getting myself one, and I'm going to charity shop the other one because I've enjoyed it for about 20 years now. Well, this really is not one of my better meals, I have to be honest with you. I don't know how long the straight to wok noodles take to cook, and I can't seem to find it on the packet. It's just a case of we need to fill a hole today, I'm afraid. I've had to do it so quickly. I'd lost track of time. Didn't realise quite how early you had to leave, basically. So, I mean, it'll be all right. My other half really does like his meals to be nice. He kind of sees it that you have a finite number of meals to eat in your life, and if you didn't eat a good one, that was a real wasted opportunity, and he feels bereft. I think he's going to be feeling bereft tonight. I think he's going to be polite about that and go, Imogen, thank you, and I'm going to be able to see the insincerity in his eyes, but he's going to do his best to make me feel good about that meal that I have just botched together. Anyway, it is what it is. This is a lot nicer than I thought it was going to be. I've got in my light then.
In your light.
I did get in my light. Ooh, that was the quickest get out in history. I was literally running around trying to gather my things up in time to get out, and now we are hurrying, ooh, blimey, to get there. We're gonna arrive 1 minute late according to the sat nav. I was just asking IB, what's the speed limit on a little road like this? And he said, believe it or not,
60 miles an hour.
60 miles an hour! That's crazy. Would it be contentious of me to say that's maybe a little bit too high?
No.
Because you could have a head-on collision round a blind bend. I think people use their discretion, don't they? But I have heard of crashes in these little tiny roads. You know, sorry for the bumps.
You don't have to drive at the speed limit.
No, you don't. No, definitely.
It's just the maximum. But yes, for a road like this, it is clearly
It's a lot.
too fast.
Anyway, speaking of fast, it's a very fast gig tonight. Well, it's not that we're going to play fast, hopefully. That has been known when adrenaline kicks in. But anyway, no, it's only 40 minutes, isn't it? We're playing for somebody's meal. We've kind of got a little bit held up because, you know, single track road and all that, and we had to reverse all the way down there for this guy to come through. Thank you, matey. Whoa, off we go again. We're just packing up, totally unable to film tonight. It was a very intimate crowd, so yeah, it wasn't appropriate to get the camera out, but somebody's given us a present. Well, they won it in raffle and then gifted it to me. It's coffee bags and some after eights mints. It's lovely. So we're just packing up and we're heading back to IB's. They've all gone, they've just left, so I can get a shot of the room. They've all been sitting in these seats and paying us absolute undivided attention, tapping along, mouthing along with the words, doing a few little actions. Rather unusually, we're in the pub. Having a pint after the gig. We finished quite early actually. We finished by 20 past 9, something like that. IB is actually playing darts. I've never known him to play darts really.
You can't make your mind up on just because you see on a table.
It's about 10 past 11 now. We just got back in from the pub. That was a bit of an impromptu visit, but anyway, enjoyed it. Had a lovely chat to the people there. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give it a like if you happen to like it. Subscribe down below to watch more videos from me, and I'll see you in the next video.